Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Two Tones here, and in today's video, guys, I have a theory about this beefy boy on the screen right here. This guy, the prisoner, whom we're still looking for keys for, has 4 different stages, and is theorized to be the Fire King. That's because he has a symbol of the fire symbol on his back, and you know, he, in the later stages, starts to have magma all over his body. So what I think, and a lot of people think that this guy is, I mean, I haven't really seen that much of, like, speculation on what he could be, but we're going to go ahead and take an in-depth look at this character, at his model, and we're going to try and make a backstory, because me and my girlfriend have been talking about this, and I have strong feelings that this man is like a monk, like a very peaceful monk type character that is strong and powerful, yes, and we'll just get all into it as soon as we start talking about what the skin actually looks like when you're up close and personal with it. We're gonna go ahead and go to the locker here so that we can see him, and his name is the Prisoner, right? And the first thing that shouts monk to me is his robes. Look at these robes. If you just even type in monks on Google, the robes that monk people wear, like Tibetan monks or monks in general wear, the color is this kind of burnt orange color, right? Also, if a monk is not going to wear the robes fully over his shoulders, they usually go above the belly button but below the chest. I was looking at pictures. I don't have any like actual facts to back this up, but I was looking at pictures, and that's usually where the robes end. Also, it would fit perfectly that this man is a monk, and I'm going to go into why I believe that he is a peaceful Fire King monk, and that everybody else at that round table wanted to invade the Fortnite map, right? So what I have a feeling happened, the Fire King and the Ice King, and then all of those other kings or all of those other consuls were sitting at the table inside of Polar Peak, and they were talking about invading the Fortnite map. Now, the Ice King, if you can see his character model, looks very, very aggressive, like wants power, wants vengeance. You can see from the stance, he's standing very strong, very confident. His hands are out like, give me what I want. You know what I mean? He's very in charge. You can see like he doesn't usually get told no very often. And when you get someone like the Prisoner, aka the Fire King, who is sitting at this table and they're all having a discussion of whether or not they should invade the Fortnite map, this man right here is like, no, why would we invade the Fortnite map? You know, let's just be peaceful. Let's go there on peace. Let's go there to be friends, to be allies with these people, you know. And all of the other people at the table, you know, we don't really know about all the other people at the table. All we know about are these two. So I have a feeling that most of the people at the table were on the side of the Ice King. They didn't want to go there on peace. They wanted to go there to conquer, right? They wanted to go to the Fortnite map to conquer all of Fortnite and make the Ice King the actual leader of the Ice King. Now, I have a feeling that this man right here is one of the strongest, physically strongest characters in that little round table, stronger than the Ice King, stronger than most of them, right? But when they combine forces and possibly use cube fragments to suppress this man's power and trap him in the Polar Peak iceberg, trap him there just long enough so that they could use the cube's power to try and take over the Fortnite map. It starts to make perfect sense. As you can see, you know, he was trapped. Let's go ahead and look at the edit styles, right? So he was trapped in the ice, completely trapped, suppressed with the face suppression, all of these locks to keep him down, you know what I'm saying, in that frozen ice. And the Ice King is using the cube to also suppress his power even more, you know. I forget who said it or who showed it, but as soon as the ice event went off, like the snowstorm event, the Ice King had a piece of Kevin the Cube in his hand and was like channeling that to spread the zombies across the entire Fortnite map, right? And as that went along, the ice underneath was slowly melting. Maybe it's because the Ice King ran out of Kevin the Cube's power, or maybe it's because this man is just too powerful to keep down for too long. But slowly over those weeks that we had the zombies and we had the snowstorm and everything like that, the ice was melting incredibly quickly. I think at one point it went from there was a huge chunk of ice to no ice, and that just shows that the Ice King had no power. He couldn't keep this man down any longer. So we get unchained and out to restore balance. Now in Hinduism, Buddhism, and general kind of Zen, you know, the stuff that monks like to read into, you know what I'm saying, they practice is balance and control, and they meditate very often so that they can be grounded and balanced with the earth, right? So just using the words in his little description here, unchained, so he's broken out or he's freed himself, you know, and there, like, and you can go off the loading screens as well, right? He broke out, and he didn't immediately go and try and fight the Ice King. No, he went out and he sat and sat in front of a campfire, which is also a very peaceful thing, and tried to reground himself, you know, thinking very methodically about his next move, what he's going to do. Is he going to, you know, how is he going to restore balance? And we are yet to know what is going to happen. But definitely a sick idea here, being kind of like a battle monk. Like, I don't get any negative vibes from him. You know, I feel bad for the guy. He was trapped under the ice for almost 3 months, literally he was trapped under the ice for like 3 months, and now that he's free, you know, he's just relaxing. I'll probably put up some images of the leaked loading screens here, but in one of them you can see him looking over the green landscape that he restored balance. You know, he got rid of all the snow. He couldn't stop the Ice King invasion, of course. He's not that powerful, but he definitely was the driving factor in getting rid of all of the snow. You know, I mean, honestly, like, as soon as he got out of the fucking his cages and his chains, literally the snow was gone like 2 days later, because this man is out here heating up the world, you know. And I think it would be so cool if this man was a monk, right, instead of like another bad guy. You know, like, he's probably a good guy if you think about it, because he cleared the Fortnite map of snow and he's just chilling, you know what I mean? He's also wrongfully imprisoned, you know, like, if, you know, a lot of this is headcanon, a lot of it is speculation, right? So in my you know, vision of what the story is, he's the good guy, right? He was the guy that said, no, we shouldn't invade the Fortnite map. That's pretty, you know, it's fucked up, man. They're just trying to chill. Let's just go over there and spread the message of peace and positivity, you know? And at this point, he was at his final stage, you know, all magma'd out, maybe even more powerful than that, because he didn't have any locks on him or anything like that, you know what I mean? And he was just, you know, at the peak of his power. So the Ice King and all of the Ice King's cohorts, you know, had pieces of the meteor, right? So there's pieces of the meteor inside of Polar Peak, which means that wherever they're at also got hit with a meteor, which means there might have also been a Kevin the Cube, which means that the Ice King could have got pieces of Kevin and then used that magic to suppress the Fire King so that his influence, right? So maybe he's like someone that people hold in high regard, right? So like when the Fire King speaks, or the Fire Monk or the Fire Sage speaks, people listen, you know, and the Ice King doesn't want any of that nonsense. He's trying to invade the Fortnite map and take over the Fortnite map. So he used a piece of Kevin the Cube to suppress my man's here and freeze him under Polar Peak, where nobody would see him for a while. They'd be like, where's he at? And Ice King would be like, forget that joker, man. Let's go invade the Fortnite map, you know? And everybody, without having the console of the Fire King, is very easily manipulated. That's just what I'm thinking. That's really headcanon-y, I know. But, then, as he was frozen in Polar Peak, the whole time that iceberg in the distance was floating over, he could have been imprisoned, man, which is honestly unfortunate for this dude. So I'm super duper excited that this man got out, got freed, and is just able to relax and enjoy the sun and enjoy some campfirey goodness out there on the plains of the Fortnite map. You know, he's out to restore balance, and I really hope that we do get some more information about the whole story, like how did he get imprisoned, how did he get, you know, like, is what I'm saying correct, or is there other theories that are correct? Hopefully he doesn't turn out to be a bad guy. He kind of looks like a gentle giant, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like somebody that, I mean, looks intimidating on the surface, right? But when you get to know him, he's a very like spiritual person. He's a very zen person, and he, you know, is just out to spread the word of peace and positivity. You know what I mean? And it's the clues again are the fact that his robes that he is wearing are basically fucking battle monk robes, you know, and like, I don't know, just the fact that he was imprisoned in the first place. Why was he imprisoned? How was he imprisoned? Like, his final stage looks badass, right? With all the magma and all the, you know, the power that he has. Like, how was he imprisoned? Oh, Kevin the Cube was involved. You know, it's like, it's just very interesting stuff, and it's really fun to speculate about what is going on here. And so I do hope that by the end of the season we know what's going on. You know what I mean? But let me know what you guys thought of this video in the comment section below. I know it's a little bit of a unique video. Like, nobody's really talking about what this man is or who this man is. But I just had a feeling, you know? Like, I literally, I use this skin really often recently because obviously it's new, and it's the coolest, by far the coolest weekly challenges skin there is in the game. 100%, this is the coolest skin that they've given out for the weekly challenges. And it's just fun to speculate because my man is a magma god. Like, he looks like a demigod, you know, that is just suppressed at the moment because of the chains and the magic that is probably with the chains, you know. It's also interesting that the first key to unlock him was found at a wizard desk. You know, like, is that key magical? Are the other keys going to be magical? Is the other ways that he gets unlocked going to be unique and magical as well? You know, we're going to have to wait and see, and it's going to be really fun to cover how this man, like, fits into the story, and maybe we can headcanon it even more. And that's kind of like a fan fiction, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But it's a fan fiction based on real possibilities. Like, this dude looks like a monk, like a sage, like someone who sits and contemplates the universe for a long period of time, you know what I mean? And I really love the idea. Like, I literally can't stop thinking about the idea of this guy just being a very peaceful, kind of gentle, giant-esque, you know, character who's just out to make sure the Ice King is in check, you know what I mean? So we have this, like, the power of ice, you know, which is very devastating and can destroy. Also, fire can be devastating and destroy, but with them kind of but it's all about who's in control, right? So the Ice King is vengeful, you know, he's conquerative. He wants to conquer the map. He wants to conquer the world. And this man is here to keep the Ice King in check, you know. The Ice King is not stronger than fire because fire can obviously melt ice. I don't know. I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent here, but I do really love the idea that this dude is just a peaceful, like, foil to the Ice King. He's an opposite. He's there to keep the Ice King in check. It's really, really cool of an idea, I think, personally. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But I've babbled on for long enough. I hope you guys see what I'm going for here, and let me know your ideas in the comment section as well as to what you think the Fire King or the prisoner can be in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Share this with your friends so that they get the whole picture as well. Love you guys. Stay cool.